the Pisces. Cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hi Pisces, and welcome to your March 2019 reading with me. And happy birthday to all the Pisces celebrating their birthdays in March. This is Pisces season, so I'm actually recording the Pisces reading first. A couple days ago, when I was thinking about my readings this month, I actually forgot. I was like, I'm going to start with Aries. I'm like, wait a minute. No, I start with Pisces this month. Next month, I'm going to be starting with Aries. So Pisces, there's something really symbolic about being first this month. Pisces season is strange in that way because some of you may know Pisces is the last house of the zodiac. We are the last zodiac sign, a combination of all 11 signs that come before us. So that's where we get our humble, patient, generous nature from, because the universe saved us for last. I'm hearing the best, saved last but not least, saved the best for last. But there's something about becoming first this month, Pisces, in this reading. Putting ourselves first when we're so used to coming last. We're so used to putting ourselves last. This is our time. March is a time to put ourselves first, even with this reading. So even I, as a reader, almost skipped us and forgot to put us first. But this is our turn, Pisces, for us to be first. So this is the first reading I'm going to be uploading for March. So welcome. As always, those of you who are, not new to my channel, you know that I talk about astrology a little bit before the reading. So those of you who are new, welcome. And if you're uninterested in the astrology, just go ahead and fast forward until I start touching the cards. But I think this information is important. Lots going on for Pisces in March. This is our first house, you guys. March is a combination of Pisces and Aries energy. So the first couple weeks of March, we're still going through our solar returns, which is the sun returning to where it was when we were born. This is a new upgrade of consciousness. So we are going through first house energy, which is all about us. No wonder we're being put first, because this is the first house of self. Pisces is last, but we are first when it comes to us, okay? Little do people know, we are first when it comes to us. So, we had a new moon this month, March 6th. There was a new moon in Pisces. I do have a new moon in Pisces video if you want to check that out. That was a time to set new intentions for ourselves, Pisces. Planting planting seeds by ourselves, for ourselves, with ourselves. So lots of new beginnings with that new moon. There is a full moon at the end of the month in Libra. I will be coming out with a Libra full moon video. In Pisces, Libra is our 8th house, so I'll save that for the full moon video, but there is some 8th house energy coming up here with a lot of light in our 8th house of Libra. Another huge thing to mention is Mercury. Mercury is retrograde in Pisces this month until the 28th. Okay, so we are full on with the Mercury retrograde in Pisces. Very, very symbolic energy for Mercury retrograde to be happening in our sign. It means that we're kind of helping the energy, we're controlling the energy, we're representing Mercury's energy. And that's a lot about communication, people and places and things coming back from the past, energy returning from the past, lots of reflection. So that's another thing to mention, Pisces. Apparently, Venus is entering Pisces at the end of the month. I'll talk more about that in April. But that is a love energy, guys. That's the goddess of love. It can bring attraction to us at the end of the month. There's so much going on with Pisces energy. If you guys check out other readers on YouTube, you can see in our readings that Pisces season has really changed us. Okay, Chiron has left our sign. Chiron is an energy that carries wounds and healing. That's been in our sign since 2010. So for the last 8-9 years, we've had a lot of wounds to heal. We've had a lot of healing, and now that has finally moved into Aries, and it'll be in Aries and leave Pisces alone. It won't retrograde back into Pisces. So we're saying goodbye to a lot of old wounds, a lot of healing, guys. And that's part of the reason why Pisces energy is changing so much, okay? There's lots of astrology going on, but I think that's the most important. I could be forgetting something here. I mean, of course, Uranus entered Taurus. That's our 3rd house. I'll try to get some other videos out with that information. But for now, I really just want to move into our reading. As you can see, I have a few cards laid out already. I'm using a relatively new deck that I have. I haven't used this for the signs that much yet. I used them a little bit last month. But this is very Piscean energy, these magical cards here. It's called the Iris Oracle. You can check it out in my description if you want to know the cards. So I pulled these before the reading just to save a little bit of time and to focus very strongly. And I will be clarifying with a regular tarot to get more information about this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and flip these cards over and talk a little bit about them one by one, read from the book, see what's going on for us in March, Pisces. I mean, it's our birthday. There's a lot of intensity. There's a lot of emotion going on right now because we are in a water season, and I'm not exactly sure what new beginnings we have to look forward to in Aries season. So let's go ahead and just flip some of these cards over. The first card that came out, Pisces, was Make Believe. Make Believe. This is a beautiful Pisces energy. So I'm actually just going to do it like this, Pisces, one by one. And I want to read the Make Believe energy. And that's on page 17. So I'm not sure if March 17th is important. March 17th is St. Patrick's Day, which leads me to talk about the setup that I have, this green setup. I'm not one to worship or participate in the social holidays, but I have realized over the years that holidays are mass rituals. So last month I had a lot of love going on. I had a lot of red to honor the Valentine's Day portal, because that is what the holidays are. They're portals of energy. So I wanted to incorporate a lot of luck in clovers and greens and golds, because this month we do have a portal of luck. Last month we had the portal of love. It definitely brought in a lot of love for all of us in different ways. Self-love, relationships, love everywhere. Unconditional love between friends and family. That was the portal of love, Valentine's Day. This is what I'm calling the portal of luck and fortune, which is symbolic for Pisces because we are co-ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter in Sagittarius is something very relevant this month because Neptune in Pisces and Jupiter in Sagittarius are kind of fighting right now. They're squaring each other. Jupiter is very comfortable in Sag. Neptune is very comfortable in Pisces. They both deal with beliefs in different ways. Educational beliefs and spiritual beliefs. There's a lot here about beliefs, and it's interesting. Our first card is Make Believe. Okay, and that 17 there might be for March 17th, which led me to talk about St. Patrick's Day and the portal of luck. So there is fortune available, you guys, especially those of us who are ruled by Jupiter. So just something to keep in mind there. Let's go ahead and read about this first card and then we'll clarify. So the first card is Make Believe, Pisces, and it says, you have the choice to live in a life imaginary. Wow. You have the choice to live in a life imaginary. Your daily life can be extraordinary when you change your perspective. Pretending, playing, make-believe is the first step to making those drifty daydreams into a reality. You get to choose. Right now, this card beckons you to step through life with wiggly light, toes giggling at each other, little trip-ups as a reminder that you are in a body that came to this earth to explore and shower us with gifts of your spirit. So that is a Pisces energy if I've ever heard it. We have the choice to live in this imaginary space, Pisces. Pisces rules the imagination. That's that Neptune. We do daydream a lot. So this is about choosing to make those daydreams into a reality. And it also is calling us to step through life in a more light way, in a more giggly way. And to explore and shower the rest of the universe with gifts with our spirit. Very Piscean energy, make believe. So Pisces, with this season, with our season coming up, we're definitely in that imaginary space, that playful energy. This card, it has interesting imagery. There's a mouse, okay, which is more of a scurrying energy. Mice are kind of quiet and that mouse energy, quiet as a mouse about what we believe and what we're making believe, what we're imagining. Okay, so I do want to get a card to clarify that. The bottom of the deck I wanted to show was the pre-shuffle of the Knight of Cups, which is love, Pisces. Knight of Cups and the Three of Swords. So I just want to briefly talk about this before I shuffle the cards. This is our pre-shuffle, the Knight of Cups. This is a Pisces energy. It's a romantic energy, and it is a love message, okay? And underneath that is the Three of Swords. So, you know, there are some Pisces out there who are feeling a little bit heartbroken. There could have been third parties. We do have a Libra energy coming up here, okay? But Pisces, if this isn't a Libra, this is saying that we are going to receive justice this month, okay? We're going to receive balance and harmony. Some of us could be going through court issues, stuff with the law, because that's what Justice card represents. But it looks like we're going to be receiving some balance. Our broken heart, maybe there was a third party involving a Libra, or a third party that's going to be balancing out. Maybe there's a female fire sign relevant here, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or this is just us stepping into our creation, taking action towards justice over this broken heart that we've had for a while now. This came up for Pisces last month too, taking control of a broken heart. So this could be some kind of separation here, but Pisces, it's right here with the Knight of Cups. So this could definitely be Mercury retrograde, bringing certain people back from our past to, you know, confess their love, confess feelings. This is movement emotionally. So I just wanted to touch on that briefly there. Interesting, Pisces. Interesting. We're going to be victorious and we're going to heal when we walk away, because there is someone from the past here. There could even be a Leo soulmate for some of you that you're not really sure if you should accept love, because there's definitely new love. And I think we're becoming less defensive. Only Pisces could become less defensive as they stand up. When a Pisces stands up, they stand up for things like love and harmony. So there's some new emotion here, guys, that's being offered. There's definitely a love offer here in March that some of us are not quite sure if we're strong enough to accept. Could be from a Leo, and there's a Six of Cups energy here. So a strong soulmate vibration coming in, but we're going to have to walk away from other things emotionally so that we can heal and be victorious. Right? Step into our power, gain balance and justice over this broken heart. Definitely some third parties here. This is definitely, you know, Pisces having multiple love interests or something like that. Maybe some sadness. But let's go ahead and clarify this make-believe. Why is make-believe here for Pisces in March 2019? Why is make-believe here? I love this card for us. Make-believe. Wow. Okay. We have the Death card coming out. So I was going to mention Scorpio with that Six of Cups. That is the Sun and Scorpio card. But Pisces, this is about some sort of imaginary death, okay? Some sort of spiritual death. It is linked to some kind of fast travel or movement, maybe back and forth messages on the internet, or even letters or communication with Mercury here. This is like a very quick and painless death, okay? Linked to something that you're believing in, something that you're making into a reality, okay? It might be some sort of juggling or some kind of choice linked to a Scorpio for sure, okay? Maybe even air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But the Death card is sudden endings and beginnings. So Pisces, could it be that our imagination is transforming this month? What we believe in could be going through some kind of rebirth with the Death card here. Definitely a Scorpio present. Scorpio has been showing up in a lot of the Pisces readings, so it's really interesting. And there's definitely, you guys could be communicating with a Scorpio. There could be some travel here. Or if it's not a Scorpio, then this is talking about some sort of transformation. A sudden ending and beginning. And a rebirth. Okay, so we'll come back to that message. Let's move on here. We have the party leader. Woo woo. Pisces, we are the party leaders this month because it's our birthdays, and we are leading the universe into a completely new celebration and party. We're the ones who lead everyone into Aries season, okay? So we are absolutely the party leaders this month. That's the card number 6, okay? So that's the house of lifestyle and health. I think Pisces are really wanting to live a more exciting lifestyle. Maybe there's a Virgo coming up here. The 6th energy is all about service and your health and your lifestyle, okay? Maybe some of you guys are born on March 6th, and there was some sort of, this was the new moon energy on March 6th. But if you're born around March 6th, that's definitely coming up here too with that number 6. But let's read what this card talks about, okay? It says, woohoo, it's a party. But what is really happening here? All the beautiful stars reach up their hands in excitement as the party leader creates a wild, loud, and unpredictable energy. This can be fun to bathe in the untamed, and it can act as a release of all that we try to control. Maybe we need someone whose personality is captivating and can allow you to feel comfortable doing something uncharacteristic. Pisces, it isn't very normal, this energy. This card comes out sometimes for me, and I'm like, party leader, what the hell? So it does represent some sort of exciting energy, and this could be someone else's energy. I do get a Sagittarius energy from this card. So we may need someone whose personality is captivating and can allow us to feel comfortable doing something uncharacteristic this month. But let us not forget that your voice also needs to be heard. That is why you are here. So enjoy this time of your birthday, Pisces, but also don't allow yourself to be confused about what is truly valuable in your life because someone else's voice is louder. Okay, so this is about drowning out all the other voices. You see those mouths there. There's all these mouths and hands, and these stars are reaching out. Like, look at those stars, Pisces. You guys are partying this month with the stars. That's what Pisces season is all about. You know, celebrating the entire collective, all the zodiac signs, the universes. You know, this is a cosmic party, and you are the party leader, Pisces. So, as far as what that card said, you know, it is a wild, loud, and unpredictable energy, and that's what our birthdays are feeling like. But we are leading this party, and I'm hearing, it's my party, I can cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. And I'm going to say here before I clarify this, Pisces, there is something very different about our solar returns, isn't there? My birthday was on March 5th, and I celebrated my birthday on March 2nd, the weekend before my birthday, and that was epic. But the closer and closer I got to my actual birthday, the tears came, all the confusion, that new moon. If you were born around March 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, you were extremely affected by not only the new moon, but also Mercury going retrograde and Uranus moving into Taurus. All of that happened. There was a lot of shifts that happened around the 6th. There definitely was a huge party going on the 6th of March with all those different shifts, Mercury retrograde, Uranus moving into Taurus, there's a new moon. So those of us who had early March birthdays probably felt really chaotic. You know, we're still trying to celebrate even though everything's loud, and Pisces are more reclusive, I want to say. If I could have had it my way for my birthday, I would have just been by the ocean somewhere alone so that I can just reflect on all the fucking shit that has happened over the last year. Because that's what's going on, Pisces, is there's a yearly cycle closing out for us. Our birthdays happen once a year. And last year, where were you? What were you doing? What have you learned? It's heavy, you know, so don't feel lonely or surprised if your birthday is just not feeling like this party energy. This is more so what's going on in the cosmos for Pisces. We might not be embodying this energy fully. Hopefully at some point in March, whether it's for our birthdays or not, hopefully we are engaging in some sort of party-like energy. I definitely took my time to party, have a few drinks with a few close friends, and that was all I asked for. I'm really thankful that I was able to celebrate before my birthday, because my actual birthday was a little bit, I felt extremely tired, and I've noticed on my Facebook, a lot of other Pisces are completely alone for their birthday, and they don't want to be. So if you're finding yourself like having no friends, you know, throw a party by yourself, Pisces. Throw a party with the universe, because you are all that you need. Like, you are all the zodiac signs. And I know that's a little bit easier said than done, but for those of you who are having like challenging birthdays this month, just know sometimes the universe likes to seclude Pisces, because we represent a very, very collective energy. So if you're finding yourself alone on your birthday, I feel like there's a reason for that, because there's some kind of energy that you can only handle on your own. You know, we're extremely sensitive around this time, and I feel like for some of us, it's just best to take out some time in Pisces season, whether it's on your birthday or not, just some time before March 20th when the sun enters Aries. We need to spend some time alone with the universe, which is basically celebrating ourself with our higher self, okay? So let's go ahead and get a card for this party leader energy. Why is party leader here for Pisces? And we had that similar message come out that's been sticking around, this Queen of Wands. I'm not going to take these. I'm going to explain them, but I want one card for this. We've got some kind of fire sign around us, okay? Either it's a female or there's a female energy present. Some of you could have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius in your chart. This is a Leo woman. Some of you guys could be partying with a Leo woman, but this is Pisces looking their best. This is very fiery. It's, you know, it's been a while. I'll say it like this. It's been a while since Pisces has been the center of attention. So that can actually, it depends on what kind of Pisces you are. If you have like fire energy in your chart, it might help you. But for me, I have a lot of earth, and I feel really uncomfortable, like, basically being the center of attention like this. This is the center of attention. So maybe I should take this message for the party leader, because it makes sense. You know, this is Pisces being victorious. There's a parade being thrown for you this month, Pisces. This is a celebration over here. The Six of Wands is a victorious celebration, and it's with the Queen of Wands. So I don't know if some of you are celebrating with a fire sign, or if this is just your own fired up energy, taking action, being publicly acknowledged. A lot of happy birthday, Pisces, happy birthday. You know, this month is like center of attention. We're all going to handle that differently. And we have the Four of Swords here. So these four cards, seems like these two cards go together. This is on one end of the spectrum, Pisces being the center of attention, being attractive and fiery and creative and being a visionary. And then on the other end of the spectrum, Pisces is like, oh my God, like, I want to be alone, I want to heal, I want to sleep. This is a sleeping energy, a resting energy. Like, there's that Three of Swords that is very relevant to Pisces this month. We are healing from broken hearts. And I don't think our broken heart is attached to just one person. I think Pisces is collectively brokenhearted. Like, our hearts break for other people. Our hearts break emotionally, physically, spiritually. You know, it's just an energy. It's not exactly like one person is responsible for breaking our heart. We could be still brokenhearted over something that happened 8 years ago, 8 months ago, 8 weeks ago. Maybe there's just something here about walking away on that new moon in Pisces. Because we do have the Eight of Cups here with the Four of Swords. So this is healing and walking away. Walking away so that you can rest in March. Walking away so that you can clear your mind. This is your mental foundation. That meditative energy that Pisces wants to be in this month so desperately. Like, I feel the universe is just beckoning you, calling you home, Pisces. You know, Pisces is an energy that the universe misses sometimes and needs to co-create with. So, you know, we may need to walk away emotionally to heal. We may be healing to walk away. I'm not sure, but they're going hand in hand here. We got air sign energy, if that's relevant, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or just our mind, our thoughts, that Mercury energy needing to rest. Pisces season is extremely draining, especially for us, because the sun is on us, right? This is the sun being on you, Pisces, shining on you. Like, no matter where you hide, you're going to be the party leader this month, and you're going to be the center of attention this month, especially around your birthday, even if you're alone. So I don't know if there's some walking away going on here with the Pisces new moon or the Libra full moon at the end of March. But, you know, this is about walking away from things that you were emotionally invested in. Now, this could be walking back. I never know if the Eight of Cups is walking away. Someone walked away from you, Pisces, and now you're just trying to heal. But this is healing for sure. Meditating, you know, going on that soul journey this month, Pisces. At some point, all of us are going to be feeling this energy so strongly, like, I need to heal. You know, this is an ending for me. This is a new chapter for me. And we're going into the astrological new year on a journey of healing. Like, this is a soul journey that is linked to healing, resting, praying, meditating. So, Pisces, this is very, very interesting. I am going to keep all these cards, okay? Because I feel like fire sign energies, especially the females, are extremely relevant. You know, the Queen of Wands knows how to throw a damn party. You know, we got that black cat sitting there too, which is spirituality. But this is a Leo energy. Leos are ruled by the sun. So it makes sense why there's this Leo energy. You guys could be attracting Leo energy this month because the sun is on us and Leo is ruled by the sun. So sometimes Leos, like Aries, might start attracting Leos next month or by the end of March. And we've also got a Scorpio here, possibly a Scorpio with fire sign energy, possibly a fire sign with Scorpio energy. I'm not sure. We've got Leo and Scorpio here, but remember that message was kind of thick there. So partying for Pisces is this month trying to balance being the center of attention for the first time in a long time and also walking away and healing. Very, very Pisces there. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. Okay, there could be some competition. There can be some conflict over this, Pisces. This is jealousy. This is like other people trying to crash your party, just like I heard in another Pisces reading with OJC. I watched her video last night for Pisces, and the Five of Wands came up, and she was saying, you know, don't let anyone crash your party. Because these are people who, this is literally like a bar fight or something. Like lots of people with different opinions linked to, you know, hastiness, Knight of Swords, Gemini energy, Libra, Aquarius, or just making a quick decision. Definitely some air signs lurking. There might be some air sign energy that there's some conflict with. Maybe it's just mental conflict. Okay, but I'm feeling narcissists, but that's what we're leaving behind, Pisces. You know, no matter how stable we are with these energies, it's conflict. It's something that needs to change, okay? And, you know, it's kind of distracting us. It's like it's a party pooper, okay? It's a pity party. Not that we're throwing a pity party, but there's going to be people in their feelings this month. People wonder why Pisces just chill. You know, we're cool with being last because we feel like being last protects us from the spotlight and therefore protects us from any jealous ass bitches and hating ass people, you know. So we just kind of chill in the background and still get shined on. Like we still get put first even though we're last, and that just bothers certain people. So don't be surprised if this party and this energy, this spotlight doesn't attract moths, okay? Light attracts moths and flies, okay? So don't be surprised. Now, so there's definitely an underlying energy of conflict this far in the reading, okay? Something that needs to change, maybe with an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Maybe this is about, you know, lots of people expressing different opinions during this party. Let's see what else we have here. We have cast your sacred symbols, Pisces. Intuitively, I feel like this is literally, if you write the Pisces symbol, I think I had a dream about someone with the Pisces symbol. I seen the Pisces symbol in my dream last night. And I have the Pisces symbol tattooed on me. Some of you may have certain symbols tattooed on you. But this is about casting your sacred symbols. I'm going to read from the book, but Pisces, this is pretty straightforward. If there's some kind of symbol that is sacred to you, I just saw the infinity sign in my head, so I don't know if there's an infinity. Some kind of symbol would be very beneficial for us to cast around this time, okay? But it's the card number 63. Let's go ahead and see what it says in the book. But to me, this is like, yeah, I mean, can you see the fire there and the blue? So I'm really picking up on a fire sign energy here. Or maybe just the sun is very hot and fiery. So with Venus coming into our sign this month, Pisces, and the sun crossing over Pisces, and Neptune and Mercury, and all these energies present, you know, this Queen of Wands energy, it'd be really good if you guys had fire energy. If you have a moon fire, if you have Venus in fire, any fire energy in your chart can help you. Okay, fire handles this kind of party energy, this center of attention energy, better than what water would, especially Pisces. And I'm seeing a mixture of water and fire there, you know, so expressing our emotion. But yeah, we're in flames. Like, this is flame. But let's read here. It says, it's time to make your mark, sugar. What you do brings power to others, so put it out there. What you make and release has a whole other life once it's reached the hands of others. Those hands will go on to cast their own sacred symbols as well. And the influence of your work may have just the tiniest chain reaction in their work. Confidence in what you do brings power to us all. So there we go. This fire energy, that this Queen of Wands, for some of us it is a fire sign. For others of us it is our own fiery energy. But for all of us, I can confidently say that it's confidence, because the next card is talking about confidence. And Pisces, we very much do set the way for others. You know, we are the last zodiac sign. We are the sign that ends all of this. We are writing the last chapter of the universe before this Aries season, before the new astrological new year, before the spring equinox. Pisces, our season comes around this time every year, and we are in control of how it all ends. Okay, so we need to end this thing with confidence. We need to cast certain symbols and do certain work so that it can reach other people. That's exactly what this says. What you do brings power to others, so put it out there. What you make and release has a whole other life once it reaches the hands of others. And then those people will go on to cast their own sacred symbols as well. we are influencing people, Pisces, with our work this month, okay? Even the tiniest chain reaction. So confidence in what you do brings power to us all. So the more confident Pisces is this month, the more power the whole universe can have, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify Castor sacred symbol. Why is Castor sacred symbol here for Pisces? We have that Eight of Wands popping back out. So I don't know, Pisces. This is really interesting to come up on Castor sacred symbol. It's some sort of communication. Okay, yeah, the infinity sign is very important for Pisces, and here it is. The underlying energy is the Two of Pentacles. Now, I'm feeling intuitively that this is about the infinity symbol. Some of you may have infinity symbols around you. They may be relevant. I had a ring at one point that had an infinity symbol. It's that ebb and flow. That is that Pisces, two fish swimming, that light and that dark, that masculine, that feminine. So I was right to pick up on that infinity. There it is. Could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There could be some kind of message here about juggling, because I've seen the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles together in our reading a couple times now. So there is some financial energy coming up here, Pisces, but there's also some emotional fulfillment, some sort of happy ending in the Hanged Man, which is Neptune. This is Pisces energy. So this is what we've been waiting on, Pisces. This is our wish. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Okay, there's definitely some kind of wish coming in here that we've been waiting on, and I think it's this Ten of Cups. You know, sounds good to me, but there may be some independence that we need to indulge in first. There may be some single energy, especially those of us who are juggling two different people, places, and things. We've got some emotional ups and downs back there going on, okay? So we all know that our emotions have been extremely low and extremely high. It's like a roller coaster. You know, Pisces season is like a water slide in the dark, you know, all these twists and turns, and, you know, so it's only right to just try to have fun with it. So what I'm getting here is that there is some kind of decision, maybe a financial one, coming in pretty quickly, lots of messaging, and maybe even a quick decision. This is quick energy too. Okay, cast your sacred symbol, and I just feel like the infinity symbol is very important for Pisces this month. But also this sacred symbol, this confidence, this work that we're doing, this is about using Mercury as the messenger, because this is travel, okay? Maybe it's some sort of travel going on in March as well. But I feel like there's a lot of messages there about Mercury and stuff. This is communication, travel, all arrows pointing in the right direction. Maybe there's a sacred symbol that is an arrow. Maybe it's the arrow that's maybe an arrow pointing up. So I'm getting arrows, infinity symbols. Those are really important symbols for Pisces this month for different reasons, okay? The only way is up is what I just heard. The only way is up from here. Up, 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 there's no way but up from here. Shania Twain. Alright, so let's continue. I do remember these cards falling out. They came out together. And it is the, we've got the card 45 and 46, Pisces. These came out together, so I took them both. And it is the laughing and crying. If that isn't Pisces, I don't know what is. So there's going to be a little bit of a mixed emotions this month. It gives me a little emotion right now. But it's coming out so sweetly with the everything will be okay. 45 and 46, that is a synchronicity, okay? Everything will be okay. It's okay to laugh and cry. So let's just go ahead with the laughing and the crying first, 45, and then we'll jump right over to the 46, okay? You're going to have to tell yourself this month that everything will be okay. I hear that. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Like, I'm hearing that in a very frantic way. Like, at a time when you were laughing and you were crying, like, it was a switch of emotion very quickly. Maybe towards the end of March after our season, like, we went from, hey, we're having a party, it's our birthday, it's make-believe, we're casting our sacred symbols, we're laughing, we're putting on this happy face for other people, right? Because Pisces season, it really is, it kind of sucks, but our birthdays are really more for other people, you know what I mean? Some of you are going to know exactly what I mean by that. Like, the people that celebrate with us, it's more for them anyways. So we put on this happy face for whatever reason, and inside we're crying, and we're telling ourselves that everything's going to be okay. Because there is going to be this, like, if you were happy, you're going to be sad. If you're sad, you're going to be happy. Maybe you're both at the same time. So laughing and crying. Laughing and crying. Let it all out. Cry, laugh, scream if you need to. Let your body have a full release of all that has been cooped up in there. There are those of us who will hold things in for years, Pisces, years. And when that one thing happens that makes us cry till our body is numb, it can clean out those spider webs. It may make you feel like a crazy person, but we all do it. Pisces, I needed to hear that. Did you? So don't be scared to scream, laugh, cry, whatever emotion you're feeling, Pisces. Don't be sad. Don't let anybody make you feel crazy for laughing 1 minute and 2 minutes later crying. You know, it's all a part of the flow. And our bodies really need a release this month. This is the time to really release everything that's been held inside. And man, oh man, there's definitely stuff that is held in, Pisces. It's been held in there for years, right? Years. We wait for Pisces season to release that. So, you know, let it all transform what's been hidden in there. Okay? Laughing and crying. That makes sense. And we're going to turn one page to the 46. And this is kind of a short message. Everything will be okay. Honey, honey, do not fret too much. Every little thing is going to be okay. I was just singing that yesterday, that Bob Marley. Every little thing is going to be all right. We might have to tell ourselves that this month, Pisces, especially during all the highs and the lows of Pisces season. I love this. 45 and 46. If that's not a pair, I don't know what is. So everything will be okay while we're laughing and crying, Pisces. While we're making believe and while we're in this imaginary realm, you know, because we're not even fully here, Pisces. We might be somewhere physically, but we might not be there mentally. You know, being fully present this month for Pisces is going to be extremely difficult, because we're getting pulled in one direction by the stars and pulled in another direction by the planets and pulled in one direction by this person, and you know, it's crazy. So let's go ahead and clarify. Why is everything will be okay and laughing and crying here for Pisces? Clarify laughing and crying and everything will be okay. Not surprised. Not surprised that the Three of Swords is here. Pisces, there is something going on this month that is heartbreaking. I think our heart is breaking while all this is happening. Like, how difficult is it to believe and have a party and cast these sacred symbols while we're laughing and crying and dealing with this broken heart? Maybe the end of March, you know, there's some kind of heartbreak or separation. It could be the separation of a partnership, marriage. Maybe we're just separating ourselves from the masses. Maybe, Pisces, we don't need a reason to be brokenhearted. Okay, we don't do that. Pisces don't logically analyze broken hearts. Like, we just like to feel our way through it. We like to laugh our way through it, cry our way through it, scream our way through it. These are three swords stabbed into our heart this month. And to me, I don't know if any other readers say this, but to me, this is the speak from your heart card, because swords are speaking, and this is our mind. Our mind is very important this month. Everything that we say is very important while Mercury is retrograde. And Mercury is going to go back direct on the 28th, but still, you know, so make sure you're speaking from a heart space, Pisces, and not a space from our up and down emotions, because that's the thing, Pisces, is we should just be silent. Because the more we talk about the shifts going on with us to people who aren't aware of that kind of stuff, like other water signs or maybe trustworthy people might understand, but that would make us seem crazy if we were just like, if we tried to explain every feeling that we're feeling to people who aren't that collateral, you know, who aren't that evasive. I don't know, but this is definitely some sort of broken heart. And for those of us who are dealing with breakups, separations, betrayal, third party situations, could be finding out about, could just be single, you know what I mean? Everything's gonna be okay. Laugh your way through it, cry your way through it, because everything's gonna be okay, right? We have this underneath the death card, so there is some kind of energy here about our hearts transforming. And this is going to be when Venus enters Pisces, which, God, I don't know what day that is, but it's at the end. Maybe it's the 28th, I feel. No, that's when Mercury goes direct. At the end of March, okay, we are entering April under the influence of Venus, goddess of love energy. We have Venus here at the bottom of the deck, the Empress. This is a mother energy here, the mother of the tarot. So either us as mothers or some kind of mother energy around us is linked to some sort of hastiness, but this is Venus nonetheless. We have the Venus symbol there. So this is telling me that, you know, Venus entering Pisces is going to be the ending to a love story, and also the start to a love story for all of us. Could be dealing with Gemini. I see a Gemini mother here, or maybe someone has a child that's a Gemini. I'm seeing Aries, I'm seeing Libra, Taurus, but it could be any sign. I feel like in a nutshell, this is just about Venus entering Pisces. This is the card for Venus, and it's clarifying the broken heart, Three of Swords. Could just be a third party, but Pisces, this is beauty. You know, there is going to be added beauty. I'm seeing the moon right now. I just happened to look up out my window and I'm seeing the moon. I think the moon is in Gemini right now. It was in Taurus, so it's interesting that we have Taurus and Gemini. There could be something here about Taurus and Gemini. Those are energies that go right hand in hand on the chart. Definitely an air sign energy for some of you. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And that's what's being left behind. I mean, there's 3 sword cards here. So we're leaving behind that hastiness. We're probably going to make a quick decision to leave it. We're going to make a head over heart decision. I forgot to mention that. Okay, but with Mercury going through Pisces and then Venus coming right into Pisces, like for a minute, Venus and Mercury are going to be in Pisces with Neptune. So the illusions between heart and head are going to get really thin here. No wonder there's that infinity, because there is a head, there's absolutely a head over heart decision that we have to make. You know, there's going to be a time, we've been in our emotions. Pisces season is the time where those 2 fish are able to swim freely. The direction we go, it may seem like we're going with the flow, but Pisces is actually creating the flow. And when we taste that energy of freedom, every Pisces season, we don't do much with it. Like some of us just sleep, or some of us just kind of create, and we get in that imaginary space. But once we fulfill ourselves in Pisces season, just by feeling that emotion in the universe again, it kind of snaps us back into our own reality. And ironically, that's when Pisces is able to make that head over heart decision, where we're being more rational than we are emotional. Because Pisces season reveals certain things about the emotional realm. This new moon, the sun being in Pisces gives us extreme clarity over our emotions and spirit. So yeah, head over heart decisions when it comes to Venus energy. Okay, there could be something here relevant about some kind of pregnancy or fertility, a mom's energy, but this is abundance and beauty. We're going to be looking really good, Pisces. Like I said, we're going to be attracting certain people. But when it comes to these messages here, this looks like a sudden ending and beginning linked. Maybe it's a Scorpio heartbreak. You know, I don't know if Scorpio is a third party or if there's some kind of link there with that. But heading at the end of March, there does look like some sort of heartbreak. I mean, it's nothing new, Pisces. We hide this energy. Pisces is sometimes in a constant state of heartbreak because we're very sensitive. Anything could hurt a Pisces. Okay? Like I said, we don't need a reason to feel this energy. So yeah, something going on here with that. Okay, let's move on to this card. We have Slimey. I remember seeing this card come out. It's the number 2. So March 2nd coming up here, maybe the 2nd of April, I don't know. February energy coming up here. The number 2, Taurus energy for some of you, or just whatever we own, our possessions, just to kind of, in numerology, maybe this is a partnership that's kind of gotten slimy. I'm seeing like some kind of princess and the frog. You know, slimy. Fish are very slimy. So Pisces, there is this slimy energy to consider in March. Now this is kind of a long message, but let's talk about what this card is saying. So it says, a beautiful but envious woman sits in a puddle of slime in a plague of frogs and blood that she has brought upon herself. In a negative place, you can tend to attract more of that energy, and you can dwell in that slimy, icky place. When you embrace jealousy, you do not move forward. She wears a veil, protecting herself from being seen truly. This card can relate to other people in your life, a situation, or your current state. You can't have power over others' sliminess, but you can affect your own. If you are feeling in a slimy state, you don't need to shame yourself, but you have to have awareness. Try to transmute jealousy into inspiration, because where jealousy paralyzes your creativity, inspiration lifts it up. You might need to roll around in that gooey slime for a while before you can come back up to the surface. That's very relevant this month as well, Pisces. So I'm seeing a slimy situation linked to this heartbreak. Some of us might, I don't know if we're jealous or if other people are jealous of us, but I'm just going to group jealousy in together as a whole. Jealousy is a vibration that some people stoop to sometimes, even us Pisces. But I feel like this sliminess is linked to our heart space. So hopefully that message, there was quite a bit there. And, you know, you can't have power over the sliminess of other people, but you can affect your own space. Okay, so this is about, I do remember there's another card in this deck that talks about not letting other people get their sliminess or ickiness on your heart. Okay, so touched by the hands of the unworthy kind of thing. Like, be careful in this heartbroken. There's something about Pisces, and like we're like the best creators in this space. When a Pisces gets heartbroken, why is it then that everyone comes in? You know, it's like, why are we more attractive when our hearts are broken? Do you guys ever realize that? Like, that's something I've realized for myself. And I think it's just because Pisces is that kind of heartbroken energy in a way, you know, not entirely, but the whole surrender and the sacrifice thing, the victim thing that Pisces is growing out of. You know, this is a heartbreak that we're going to handle differently. I don't know who's in charge or linked to this heartbreak, but we're definitely not going to handle it in the same ways that we used to. Because I'm picking up on a muddy situation like rain and mud and sliminess. So in a negative place, you can tend to attract more of that energy. Be careful to attract negative energy, Pisces. Okay? Because jealousy isn't going to move us forward, right? This is about wearing a veil to protect ourselves from being seen truly. Some of us might not want to be seen in this icky place of heartbreak, even though we're our most attractive around this time. Crazy. Okay? This is about rolling around in that gooey slime until we're able to come back up to the surface. You know, Pisces season did take us down to the depths of the ocean. And it's going to take a while for us to heal our heart and to surface up again, right? To come back up for air type of thing. So be very careful of this veil. I don't know. This could be someone else. I'm going to clarify it. It's time to clarify it. So let's see what this sliminess is talking about. Why is slimy here for Pisces for March 2019? Why is slimy here? There's a lot of frogs. That is so many cards. That is too many cards. So some of us, there's a Taurus showing up here for some of us, and a heavy fire sign energy. Sagittarius and Leo specifically, but also Aries. Some of us are trapped in commitments that we don't want to be in. They're quite slimy, right? I'm seeing two blindfolded women here with the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. If you look at that, those two cards at the end there's two women that are blindfolded, which is basically the same as a veil, right? So either we're stopping ourselves from seeing something because it's gotten too slimy, or there's another person here that's doing that. But this is about like having blind faith in a situation, some kind of passionate message here too with the Page of Wands. So, I get, and then there's definitely a second chance here with someone who was left out in the cold. There's like a new spark that might start here from the past. Thanks, Mercury retrograde. But make sure that situation is balanced and that you're not getting into another situation where you're giving and giving and giving and not receiving anything. Let's see if we can get like one card, because that was just a little too much. So some of us are definitely dealing with fire signs. The only fire sign I didn't mention just a minute ago was Aries, and boom, that's who's showing up. So some of us are in a slimy situation when it comes to an Aries. That's one way to interpret this. Others of us are dealing with authority figures and controlling people, father figure energies. The Emperor, this is Aries season too. If you're not dealing with an Aries, this is just Aries season at the end of March. Okay, I'm going to move this down a little bit so you guys can see. But yeah, we've got an Aries rolling in here hot, alright? This is coming up right next to the Three of Swords, okay? So it could be linked to that third party or the heartbreak. There is the Queen of Wands up there. So that is a female Aries, but it doesn't have to be. We've just got a lot of fire here. So what we just read about that sliminess, it's going to come in Aries season. Things might get a little slimy in Aries season, Pisces. But also, some of us could be dealing with Aries. And the last way I'm going to interpret this is stepping into our own power. Alright? Aries is all about the self. This is the astrological new year, not starting another cycle in a slimy way. And this is jealousy. You know, the Emperor sometimes can be jealous. Could be linked to jealousy, you know. So we've got the Emperor here. Whether this is some kind of authority figure or just us taking control over our own sliminess, Pisces. There is something here about that. Again, taking control of a broken heart. These two cards showed up for Pisces non-stop last month in February. If you don't believe me, go back and watch. Like, they're still hanging out here in March. February they were here, and now they're here in March. And the bottom of the deck right here, right now, is the Ace of Swords. So at this point in the reading, there's some type of clarity. And I think only Pisces gains clarity around this time of year, because we're constantly in this energy. But people don't realize that the energy that has come into our universe over the past month almost, Pisces season, since February 19th, like, the universe shifted so quick from that Aquarius to that. That's why the Aquarius cusp and Pisces cusp is the cusp of sensitivity, because there's this very sensitive portal that opens up. All these emotions start flowing in. Pisces season, it's the last house, so a lot of subconscious energy comes in for all of us. I like to think of it as when before all the other zodiac signs, there's just these solid things, but Pisces season is that cauldron where we're all mixed together, and things can get kind of weird and slimy when that happens. We can lose ourselves to the sliminess of this concoction that we're all, because like all the stars melt and everything, like everything just becomes kind of one with Pisces energy, and people don't realize how that can be a bit confusing. You know, all of us, there's this thing about, oh, we're all one, but you know, there's a reason why we're also individuals in that situation too. Okay, you know, we might all be part of the ingredients, but sugar and salt and water and oil and flour, like, it's unique. They're unique elements. Okay, so what I was gonna say is, like, we've actually gained clarity and truth over this time, okay, through the sliminess. The slimier the better is what I'm hearing. You know, the murkier, the more emotional, like, all that is more clarity for Pisces. It's a more truthful energy. That's what the Ace of Swords is about, the truth. And it's coming up with this Emperor, so we might be taking control. This is victory here. There could be some communication, some new communication, because this is an ace, okay? So this isn't a sword. This is a very sharp tool, Pisces, that you're being given at the end of March, okay? After all this Mercury and all these energies in Pisces, you know, we're going to be a lot sharper, but it's up to you whether you use this as a tool or a weapon, because this can both destroy and heal. You know, this newfound truth, some of us may have to wield this sword in an aggressive way with Aries season. You know, an Aries would wield this sword like a warrior. Okay, but a Pisces might wield this sword in a more truthful, kind, humble way. It really depends. It's like we're taking one of the swords out of our heart in order to, you know, be more truthful. We have the Page of Pentacles under that, so it could have to do with something new coming in financially, some kind of message from an earth sign maybe. But it is a new opportunity, and it looks like there's something here about taking control over our truth. This is something that we say, Pisces, something that we think. So very interesting there. We'll leave that truth at the bottom of the deck so far in this reading, and then we're going to head to this last card. In the last card, Pisces, the end of March, it's the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. One of my favorite cards. The 26th, so March 26th could be important. The sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. I love it. Now, as far as that shepherd energy, that's someone who, you know how they say people are sheeple? You know, like, Pisces, you are a shepherd. You are a prophet, and there are sheep around you. But sometimes Pisces plays the role of a sheep to these controlling figures. You know what I mean? Now, this is, I'm noticing here, there is this Aries or this Emperor person, someone who is Aries-like, okay? This could be kind of a selfish energy for some of you. If you're not dealing with an Aries, it can be kind of a selfish energy or a controlling energy. This person's looking right over at this heart. This could be an energy we take on, Pisces. And it's interesting, Pisces, our second house is Aries. So remember I mentioned the second house with that number 2 up there. So this is about everything shifting into the second house of Pisces at the end of March, that Aries energy, okay? Taking control over what's ours, even our broken heart belongs to us, okay? This is about stepping into, now that we know who we are, Pisces, we are accepting ourselves for our sliminess. Other people might not understand it. But we're accepting ourselves for our sliminess and taking more control, more victory, more authority, more truth, which is leading us to wander and find a different shepherd. Okay, let's just read about this card. I'm getting a lot of intuitiveness from this card. you know, because there is a ruler here. You know, this energy of Aries is a ruler. He's an emperor. And that's kind of the same energy here. So let's talk about this card. It can be very scary to go out on your own into the big unknown. There is a safe place for you where you are watched over and you can find it. No one person or thing is truly right or wrong. It's what feels good to you in the moment. Try not to be afraid to say no to things that do not feel true. Your truth is waiting for you, and you have every right to be brave in your search for it. This is really important to know going into April, Pisces. We may have to say no to certain people that don't resonate as true. And it can be very scary. You know, it's really interesting. Pisces is used to the unknown. You know, Pisces energy is the hardest zodiac sign to master. So it's really ironic that Pisces represents the unknown, and that can sometimes be scary to embrace. But there is a safe place for you at the end of March, Pisces, where you're watched over and you can find that place. And it's also important to know that nobody is right or wrong in a situation. It's about going towards whatever makes you feel good in the moment, okay? So try not to be afraid to deny people of stuff, because this is you stepping into your own shepherdness. You are the shepherd and the sheep, Pisces. You're wandering to find yourself, okay? This gives me the same vibe almost, okay? February 6th coming up here, or June 2nd? Not sure why that's coming up, but if you just look at the energies of the Emperor and this card, they kind of look similar, right? They give me a similar vibe. So they're probably linked to each other. This is about wandering in Aries season after a newfound truth, Pisces. Let's see. Please clarify the shepherd. Please clarify the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd for Pisces. Way too many cards. Let's see here. There was the Ten of Wands, though, okay? And now there's the Seven of Swords with the Ten of Swords, okay? So there's still some kind of wish. There's some kind of wish here, Pisces, for this all to end, right? There might be a hidden agenda here. You might have to take back everything that was stolen from you in this time of pain, but that's ending, all right? It got way too heavy. This is a time of ending for Pisces. The sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. We have the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. Strong, 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 strong air energy coming up. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy may be relevant, but what I think this is talking about, Pisces, is actually using that sword that we're given, that truth, you know, the clarity, our minds, our thoughts. Like the King of Swords is someone who definitely makes head over heart decisions. He does not care about what makes him, what he feels or what his emotions are saying. He's gonna go. And it's interesting, that whole right or wrong thing coming up. This is a difference in maturity level, too. The Knight of Swords is much quicker. He doesn't give himself enough time to think as the King of Swords. The King of Swords has sat with this for a while before he even says anything, before he even does anything with the truth. He sits with it for a while because he's an authority figure, right? So I am picking up on Libra and Gemini, but there's also a slight hint of Aquarius. Very interesting, Pisces, the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. So we're probably going to be wandering at a very fast pace. This isn't like a very gentle sheep hopping. Like, this is full force, making a quick decision at the end of March based on the truth. You know, this is that energy of not being afraid to tell people no. We may have to embody the King of Swords energy to tell people no. Like Gemini and all the air signs have no problem telling people no, but Pisces does. So, you know, that's what we're leaving behind here. The bottom of our deck permanently for the whole reading is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, this is another wandering energy, you know, leaving behind something physically, mentally, and emotionally to get to much calmer waters, guys. You know, because things have not been the smoothest for us for the past 6 years, 7 years. It's been a while. So March is really about moving, maybe literally, to some sort of calmer vibration, because we've manifested this, absolutely. Okay, this is the Magician. There's Mercury helping us mentally, because that's what's been lacking, Pisces. We've really been lacking the mental strength to do things. We've been listening to our emotions, but not our intuition. I don't think all of us have been really listening to what our heart and what our mind is saying. Maybe it's because we're split, but this is definitely about Mercury's influence in our sign. Gemini, Virgo here, but this is about believing that we have enough tools, Pisces, to create whatever it is we need after we leave this behind. We are making, this is going to be sad, you know, it's going to be sad to leave. This is a very magical journey though, okay? As long as you can, you know, intellectualize your emotion that you're going to feel, because this is heartbreaking, okay? It is sad for these people to leave behind, but it's a very magical journey. You're headed towards a very magical place, Pisces. It may or may not involve a King of Cups person. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, because everything is changing, Pisces. Wheel of Fortune here. Jupiter energy. Alright. Definitely a Scorpio here. Definitely some travel. Now, the bottom of the deck here is can't be caught. Can't be caught, Pisces. You cannot be caught. This is about slipping through the fingers of those who try to grab you. Like, you're this star up there. And there's all these hands trying to grab you this month, okay? But this is the number 10. It's telling me that there's a completion here. There's some sort of wraparound cycle going on. This card here comes up a lot. We've got 5 and 10. March 5th, March 10th, March 15th maybe. But this is fear that the light will bring judgment. Some of us are extremely afraid that if we step out even further into this light to be seen entirely. Remember, this is about someone not wanting to be seen as who they truly are. Pisces, we truly are very emperor-like. Pisces is the 12th house of Aries, meaning that subconsciously, Aries and Pisces are very linked, okay? You know we can be like that emperor. So don't be too afraid that the light will bring judgment, because the light would never judge you. The light just allows people to be seen, okay? There's something here we need to stay back from. I think maybe some of us have earth signs that we need to stay back from. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But either way, Pisces, we can't be caught. We cannot be caught this month. Absolutely, we cannot be caught. Especially if we decide to leave something or someone. Once we start these engines, once we get on this boat, once we get in that car, we are not ever going to be able to be caught again. So that's our reading, Pisces. I do want to, I'm working with Pyrite this month. Fool's Gold. It just seemed right because the whole St. Patrick's Day thing. So where should I play? Of course. I'm like, where should I place? Of course I should place down the 3 of Swords, because I feel like that's the energy calling me the most that needs this Pyrite right now, okay? So I'm going to let this sit here just for a few minutes while your reading uploads, in hopes that that brings us more manifestation abilities. I don't know the helpfulness of Pyrite. It's been a while since I've read about it, so I'm actually going to research. I want you guys to research what Pyrite helps with, and it might be significant to the everything will be okay, the laughing and the crying, and the 3 of Swords. This is where Pyrite is going to go, though. I felt very led to place it here. None of the other cards really need it. This is what needs Pyrite, Pisces. So hopefully this reading helps, guys. Thank you so much for listening. It is a bit longer this month, but there's a lot more to say. So other than that, if you want a personal reading, everything you need to know is in the description. The next time I talk to you guys, I believe will either be in an additional video for like maybe Uranus or the Chiron shift. I am coming out with videos about that. But if not, I'll talk to you on the Libra full moon. Thanks, guys. Happy birthday.